Hello and welcome. I'm now going to be telling you the story of Thor's fishing trip. In the land of Asgard, Aegir and Ran, the two gracious and hospitable giants, had offered to host a feast. But to do so they needed one thing, a cauldron big enough to bear mead for everyone. This task was given to Tyr and Thor. Tyr's father, Hymir the giant, had a cauldron famed for its size.
Although I do not see eye to eye with my father these days after I moved to Asgard,
Tyr says.
I'll still come with you.
They set off to Jotunheim, the land of the giants, to convince Tyr's father to give them the cauldron. They met Tyr's mother. She was pleased to see her son, but Tyr's father, Hymir, didn't share her joy.
I do not know how I feel about this, my son, bringing not only the shame of you leaving us, but Thor, the giant killer himself, into my hall.
Nevertheless, Hymir prepared a feast.
You may stay tonight, Thor, son of Odin, but if you are to eat breakfast with us tomorrow, we must go fishing together.
Thor agreed to his offer and enjoyed the hospitality for the night. The next morning, Tyr was spending time with his mother and grandmother while Hymir and Thor went out to sea. They rowed out and soon they were many miles away from the coast. Hymir baited his hook with a pair of wild boar and threw it into the sea. Not long after he did, he began reeling in 2 whales. Hymir laughed.
Don't worry that you're not as good a fisherman as I am, Thor. You Asgardians are not known for your fishing skills.
Well, I would be greatly upset if you wouldn't even give me a chance,
said Thor.
Very well, but did you bring any bait?
Hymir's mocking smile turned into an angry frown when Thor produced the head of Hymir's best oxen.
The creature I seek is a little further out than this. Something a little more sizable than your 2 admittedly impressive whales,
said Thor.
You amuse me, Odin's son. Row as far as you need.
He did, and soon Hymir found himself in unfamiliar waters.
Odin's son, I think this is quite far enough. I don't want you to get scared and embarrass yourself.
Thor smiled and continued.
This is just where we need to be,
said Thor, and brought forth the hook with the head of Hymir's prized ox and cast it out to sea. As they sat there, Thor eagerly watching the water and Hymir getting visibly nervous. The water started to get more violent and the serpent lumps was seen all around them. Hymir grabbed a hold of the boat on each side in fear, and from the waves a monstrous head appears. It was Jormungandr, the world serpent, Loki's child. The boat nearly tipped over in the struggle, but Thor was winning. He pulled it higher and higher. The beast was struggling, crashing around the boat, trying to get back beneath the waves. Thor picks up Mjolnir, ready to end the serpent's life. But before he could, Hymir panicked and cut the line.
What have you done?
Cried Thor, the waters calming down as the serpent's head falls back into the deep.
I should end you right now, you coward.
They came back home, and Hymir prepared another great feast. This lifted Thor's spirits, but he had not forgotten what they came for.
If you want me to not speak of this incident, Ymir, then I should ask of you one favor.
Anything,
said Hymir.
Your cauldron. Give it to me, and I'll be on my way.
Hymir, while eager to get rid of Thor, was not so eager to get rid of his cauldron, which was in fact his most prized possession. Quick thinking.
This is a famous cauldron. I won it long ago. It would not be right unless you won it from me.
Hymir held up a small clay cup.
Break this cup with your bare hands, then you shall have the cauldron.
Something about this cup made Thor suspicious. It was small and looked delicate, but it was covered in fine rune of magical script.
Very well,
said Thor, and slammed it on the table. Nothing happened. Again, still nothing. A smirk started to creep on the giant's face.
Damn this giant,
he thought.
This awful, cowardly, dumb, hard-headed...
And then he remembered something Tyr had said long ago.
My father is the most hard-headed giant you'll ever meet.
Thor got an idea. He ran from the end of the hall with the cup in his hand, and with a mighty crack he broke the cup across the giant's head. Hymir was out cold, and when he recovered, Thor, Tyr, and the cauldron was back in Asgard. But Hymir's treachery did not go unnoticed. Since he had tried to trick Thor with the cup, Thor saw no problem in telling everyone what happened on the fishing trip. The end.